Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Vande Guru Nisha Bhakta Nisha Nishavatarakam Tat Prakasham Tat Shakti Shri Krishna Chaitanya Sangyakam Granthararambha Kori Mangalacharana Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinirasmarana Hoya Vigana Vinashana Anayasa Sapal Nijavanchita Purana Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lila chapter 8, entitled The Author Receives the Orders. So we have been talking about the importance of the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and we have been discussing about the offenses also, and how one Shuddha Nama can remove all the obstacles, can remove all the papa. Ek Krishna Nama Sarva Papa Shaya. We read that. Eka Krishna Nama Kare Sarva Papa Nasha. That was this verse. Eka Krishna Namera Pale Pai Eta Dhana. What's that dhana? Krishnara Sevana. So text 29. Hena Krishna Nama Yadi Bahubar Tabu Yadi Prema Nahi Nahi Ashrudhar Tabe Jani Aparadha Tahate Prachura Krishna Nama Bija Tahe Nakare Ankura. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. If one chants the exalted holy name of the Lord again and again, and yet his love for the Supreme Lord does not develop, and tears do not appear in his eyes, it is evident that because of his offenses in chanting, the seed of the holy name of Krishna does not sprout. If one chants the Hare Krishna Mahamantra offensively, one does not achieve the desired result. Therefore, one should carefully avoid the offenses which have already been described in connection with verse 24. The 10 aparadhas basically was in the verse 24. So in short, if we want Krishna Prema to arise, Ankura sprout, the love of God to arise in our heart, what's the secret? Inoffensive chanting. If we do chant but with offenses, then the real effect of the chanting will not happen. So, intelligent person wants to take the full advantage. If we are spending 10 minutes in chanting or 1 hour in chanting, we would like to utilize the full opportunity and the full effect of that. And that is going to happen with attentive chanting, not through chanting with offensive. That's the essence of this two texts. So offensive chanting, offenses obstruct chanting. The 10 Nama Aparadha or the 11 Aparadhas, they obstruct chanting. Any other thoughts, comments anyone has? Yes. Okay, Mataji, you want to read? Shama Karuna Mataji. Ready, Bol?
I will read, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams Prabhuji. All glories to Prabhupada. Caitanya Nityanandena hi esava vichara nama laite prema dhena vahe ashrudhara. Translation and purport by His Grace Prabhupada, Jai Shri Prabhupada. But if one only chants with some slight faith the holy names of Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda, very quickly he is cleansed of all offenses. Thus, as soon as he chants the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he feels the ecstasy of love for God. Purport. Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura remarks in this connection that if one takes shelter of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda, follows their instructions to become more tolerant than the tree and humbler than the grass, and in this way chants the holy name of the Lord, very soon he achieves the platform of transcendental loving service to the Lord, and tears appear in his eyes. There are offenses to be considered in chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but there are no such considerations in chanting the names of Gaura Nityananda. Therefore, if one chants the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but his life is still full of sinful activities, it will be very difficult for him to achieve the platform of loving service to the Lord. But if in spite of being an offender, one chants the holy names of Gaura Nityananda, he is very quickly freed from the reactions of his offenses. Therefore, one should first approach Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda or worship Guru Gauranga, and then come to the stage of worshipping Radha Krishna in our Krishna consciousness moment. Our students are first advised to worship Guru Gauranga, and then, when they are somewhat advanced, the Radha Krishna deity is installed and they are engaged in the worship of the Lord. One should first take shelter of Gaura Nityananda in order to reach ultimately Radha Krishna. Sri Narottama Dasa Thakur sings in this connection. Prabhuji, you have to scroll? Yeah. Gauranga balite habe pulaka sharira Hari Hari bhalite naya ne bhabe nira Arakha be nittai chandera karuna hai be Samsara vasana mora kabe tuchha be Vishaya chadiya kabe shuddha habe pana kabe ha mehera bishi vrindavana. In the beginning, one should very regularly chant Sri Gaura Sundara's holy name and then chant the holy name of Lord Nityananda. Thus, one's heart will be cleansed of impure desires for material enjoyment. Then one can approach Vrindavana Dhama to worship Lord Krishna. Unless one is favored by Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda, there is no need to go to Vrindavana. For unless one's mind is purified, he cannot see Vrindavana. Even if he goes there, actually going to Vrindavana involves taking shelter of the six Goswamis by reading the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Vidagdha Madhava, Lalita Madhava, and the other books that they have given. In this way, one can understand the transcendental loving affairs between Radha and Krishna. Kabe hame bujhaba se yugala piriti. The conjugal love between Radha and Krishna is not an ordinary human affair. It is fully transcendental. In order to understand Radha and Krishna, worship them and engage in their loving service, one must be guided by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, and the six Goswamis. Lord Chaitanya, the Chaitanya's direct disciples. For an ordinary man, worship of Sri Chaitanya and Nityananda Prabhu or the Pancha Tattva is easier than worship. 1 second, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, unless one is very fortunate, he should not be induced to worship Radha Krishna directly. A neophyte student who is not sufficiently educated or enlightened should not indulge in the worship of Sri Radha and Krishna or the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Even if he does so, he cannot get the desired result. One should therefore chant the names of Nittai Gauranga and worship them without false prestige. Since everyone within this material world is more or less influenced by sinful activities, in the beginning it is essential that one take to the worship of Guru Gauranga and ask their favor, for thus, despite all his qualifications, one will very soon become qualified to worship the Radha Krishna Vigraha. It should be noted in this connection that the holy names of Lord Krishna and Gaurasundara are both identical with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, one should not consider one name to be more potent than the other. Considering the position of the people of this age, however, the chanting of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's name is more essential than the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most magnanimous incarnation and his mercy is very easily achieved. Therefore, one must first take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by chanting Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. By serving Gaura Nityananda, one is freed from the entanglements of material existence and thus become qualified to worship the Radha Krishna deity. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So in this, I understood, Prabhuji, that Nityananda Prabhu and Gauranga Prabhu, they are so merciful. So we should first chant their names, and then we can chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Even now also, when we chant our rounds, we just chant the Panchatatvas, but the Prabhu, here I could understand that first we have to chant the holy names of Gaura and Nityananda. So, in that aspect, after getting their mercy, so we will be we'll be free from the offenses. Then we can install the deities of Radha and Krishna. So that is why the Narottam Dasa Singh Thakura has sung very beautifully in this one. So I don't know the meaning of that, Prabhuji. This Hari Hari Are Kabe Nitai. This is all Bengali. I could sing that, but I don't know the meaning, Prabhuji. Sorry. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. You can add the points, Prabhuji.
Vibhav. So nice, Mataji. Maybe we can discuss the meaning a little bit. Gauranga bolite habe pulaka sharira. Narottam Thakur is saying pulaka sharira. Sharira, pulaka, basically, when will my body tremble or shiver when I chant Gauranga bolte bolte कब मेरी body shiver होगी? Basically, when will I get the ecstatic symptoms? Hari Hari bolite nayani baba neera. What does neera mean? Neera is water. In this case, tears. Nayana. Water from the tears is, so water from the eyes is tears. So Gauranga bolite, Hari Hari bolite. So basically, while chanting Hare Krishna or Hari Hari, when will tears come in my eyes? और कब निताय चंद्र और कब, very simple to Hindi, निताय चंद्र कोरोना होवे, निताय चंद्र की कोरोना कब होगी? संसार वासना मोरे कब तुच्छ हब. अभी ये वासना मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगती है, तुच्छ नहीं लगती. कब मुझे तुच्छ लगेगी? When will obtain the mercy of Lord? When will this desire, vasana is desire for material obsession, become insignificant? अभी बहुत we have very high aspirations material. विषय छाड़िबे कबे शुद्ध हबे मना. विषय को छोड़ के छाड़िया कब शुद्ध हबे मना. कब मेरा मन शुद्ध होगा? कबे हबे हरिबो श्री वृंदावन. When will I get to be in Sri Vrindavan Dham? When will my mind be purified? You understand Hindi, Mataji? Sham Karuna Mataji, you know Hindi?
Yes, Prabhuji, I know Hindi.
Hmm.
Thank you. Yeah, now I could, yeah.
You're following it? It's
Yeah,
not that
I
hard,
can.
right?
No, it is not. After reading this, the meaning and the translations, I can get it, Prabhuji. If they are telling this Vrindavan as Brindaban,
But
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. Even in New Brindavan, they write as New
Uh-huh.
Vrindavan, like some place.
Okay, okay,
Vrindavan.
okay.
Yeah.
Acha,
In
acha.
Bengali, instead of V, they write B.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find it in
Okay.
many, many places. Like they
Ah.
don't say Vipul, they say Bipul,
Oh, yes. Yes,
right?
yes. Yeah.
Like Vrindavan, they'll say Brindavan.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Mm.
Samsara basana mora khabe tucha
Ah,
habe. Yeah, that is samsara.
Vasana, yeah, we say
Vasana.
Vasana,
Yeah,
right?
Vasana. Yeah.
Sansara Vasana More.
Mora. Yeah, that one I could understand.
Mm. Rupa Raghunath Pade, Hoibe
Aibe
Akuti,
akuti.
Kabe Hama, Bhujubo,
Kujahabo se
Jugalapri.
jugala piriti.
Jugal is too, Radha Krishna. Kam mujhe preeti hogi. When you like get loving attraction towards
Oh, Jugal Kishore like that.
Jugal
Okay.
Kishore, yes.
Hmm.
And when will I get
That love.
attraction towards Rupa and Raghunath Goswami?
Hmm.
Rupa Raghunath Pade Rahu More Asha. At the lotus feet of Rupa and Raghunath, this is my asha, my desire. Pratna Kore Sada Narottama Dasa. This is the Pratna of Narottam Das.
Uttam Das.
To be always at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Raghunath.
Wonderful.
Hmm.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Bhakti Mataji, you want to read and try? Okay. स्वतंत्र ईश्वर प्रभु अत्यंत उदार तारा न भजिले कभु न हय निस्तार. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the independent Supreme Personality of Godhead, is greatly magnanimous. Unless one worships him, one can never be liberated. Unless one worships him, one can never be liberated. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur here remarks that one should not give up the worship of Radha Krishna to worship Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. By worshipping either Radha Krishna or Lord Chaitanya alone, one cannot become advanced. One should not try to supersede the instructions of the six Goswamis, for they are the acharyas and very dear to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, Narottam Das Thakur sings, Rupa Raghunatha Pade Hoibe Akuti Kabe Hama Bujabo Se Jugal Preeti. One must be a submissive student of six Goswamis from Sri Rupa Goswami to Raghunath Das Goswami, not following their instructions but imagining how to worship Sri Gaurasundar and Sri Radha Krishna is a great offense, as a result of which one clears a path to hell. If one neglects the instructions of the six Goswamis and yet becomes a so-called devotee of Radha Krishna, he merely criticizes the real devotees of Radha Krishna. As a result of speculation, he considers Gaur Sundar to be an ordinary devotee and therefore cannot make progress in serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Radha Krishna. In short, one should not try to bypass the great souls, the great acharyas, the great devotees headed by Sri Rupa and Raghunath, we are in the Brahma, we are Rupanugas, we are in this great parampara. So we must not try to bypass the acharyas. Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur says if one bypass is actually not a devotee of Radha Krishna. Mad Bhakta Pujyadika. One devotee, they give the example of telescope. I'm sure we all have seen telescope either in person or in some form, right? This is how a telescope is it not?
Yes, Prabhuji, we have seen because in high school they will shows this telescope, and even in the other places, yeah, telescopes we have seen. Yeah.
So it is said that the user is here who is watching, right? The person is here, and he has to see a far distant object, let's say a star. You see my screen? So he puts his eyes, and the different lenses which this telescope has, right? The more the lenses, the more is the magnifying power, the clearer the vision. So these lenses basically represents the acharyas. So Krishna, who is very far, the lenses bring Krishna very close. But if one says, no, 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 I'll directly see God. No, sorry. We cannot directly see God. We cannot directly approach God. He will not be happy. Krishna won't be happy. This is the Guru Parampara system. So this is the telescope analogy given.
So we have to get the mercy of Nityananda and Gauranga to see the Lord. Yes, Prabhuji? Is it that way?
Yes, that is the way. But also mentioning here, by worshipping Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu alone, we cannot become advanced. We should not try to supersede our Goswamis because they are very dear to. So, if we try to supersede those who are dear to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then he won't be happy. Oh, I don't need Goswamis. I don't need Prabhupada. I don't need spiritual master. I can worship Gauranga Mahaprabhu himself, directly. He can be my guru. I'll just read the books. I'll worship Gauranga Mahaprabhu directly. I don't need any other devotees. I don't need anything else. Period. Sorry. One cannot do that. Or I will worship Radha Krishna. I'll have nice deities at home. I'll do their puja. I'll do their. No. One cannot become advanced alone by superseding. One should not try to supersede the Goswamis, Acharyas, because they are the dearmost to the Lord. Love me, love my dog, Prabhupada said. If you worship God, but you don't want to worship those who are dear to Him, you don't want to respect those who are dear to Him, He won't be happy. It's like going to a multimillionaire person and saying, Sir, you are so great, you are awesome, you are wonderful, you are the most generous, most kind, most noble. And then here comes his son. And he said, No, your son is good for nothing, we bypass. He won't be happy. But we say, Oh, your son is also such a noble, kind, great. He would like it more.
So the glorifications of first Nityananda and Gauranga Prabhuji, we should have. We should have faith in them, and we should pray them, and then we will get the love of Radha and Krishna. Is that I couldn't catch that point, Prabhuji?
Yes, in this case, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, yes, of course.
Hmm.
But the main point in this context, in this verse, is that one should not bypass the path which has taught us to reach there.
By the Goswamis.
Yes, the
Okay.
Guru, the contemporary Guru, the Prabhupada, and then Parampara system, all the way to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Okay.
One should have proper respect and reverence for them as well.
Got it.
One should not supersede, one should not bypass them, the acharyas. Like the famous Panihati festival, Raghunath Das Goswami, he was trying to approach Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Prabhu said, Hey, you are a thief. You're trying to directly approach him.
Mm.
So that was the mood.
Oh, okay. Yes, yes, yes.
So here also we should therefore we should learn about them, we should read about them, we should celebrate their festivals, appearance day, disappearance day, know more about these acharyas or Guru Parampara, etc. Any thoughts, questions, comments? Okay, Mataji, you can read this.
Swati Mataji, Prabhuji.
Mm,
Okay.
I'm not sure if she's in position to read. So, Mataji, if you're in position to read, please unmute.
Um, my eyesight is not that good. I'll try.
Yeah, try. Don't worry.
Okay. Wait, you want me to start on top, right?
Yeah, this one. Ore Muda Loka Shuno Chaitanya Mangal.
Okay. Okay. Ore Mura Loco. I Suna. How do you pronounce this? Chaitanya Mangala Chaitanya Mahima Yate Janibe Sakala. I'm sorry if I'm not doing it properly.
No, yeah, here.
Okay. Oh fools, just read Sri Chaitanya Mangala. By reading this book, you can understand all the glories of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Vrindavan Dasa Thakur Sri Chaitanya Bhagwan Lokanya Dasa Thakur later wrote another book named Sri Chaitanya Mangala. Sri Vrindavan Dasa Thakur changed the name of his own book, which is now therefore known as Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata. The life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very elaborately described in the Chaitanya Bhagavata and Krishi Dasha. Kaviraja Goswami has already informed us that in his Sri Chaitanya Caritamrita, he has described whatever Vrindavan Dasha Thakura has not mentioned. This acceptance of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata by Krishidasha Kaviraj Goswami indicates his acceptance of his disciple succession. A writer of transcendental literature never tries to surpass the previous acharyas.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Mataji. So, there are three main books primarily. Vrindavan Das Thakur, Chaitanya Bhagavat. Was originally
Prabhuji, sorry, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, these books we get on Amazon or Chaitanya Bhagavat and then Chaitanya Mangal.
maybe, yeah, or from India you can get if you want. I can
Okay.
help to get from India.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Entitled Chaitanya, was original title Chaitanya Mangal.
Yeah.
But then Lochan Das Thakur later wrote the book Chaitanya Mangal. So Vrindavan Das Thakur changed his own book named Chaitanya Bhagavat. So basically there are three books. Number one, Vrindavan Das Thakur Chaitanya Bhagavat. Then number two, Chaitanya Mangal, which is written by Lochan Das Thakur. Lochan Das Thakur. Chaitanya Mangal. And guess what number 3 is? Chaitanya Charitamrita by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So these 3 are the main books which talk about the life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Mangal by Lochan Das Thakur, Chaitanya Bhagavat by Vrindavan Das Thakur, and Chaitanya Charitamrita by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. We are reading currently Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. But Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, didn't say, hey, forget about their books, you don't read my book. A general public, author, everyone wants their book to be publicized more than anyone else, is it not? In mundane world. But what is he saying? Oh fools, just read Chaitanya Mangal. By reading his book, you can understand all the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, by saying Chaitanya Mangal, actually is hinting both of them. Because Chaitanya Bhagavat was originally named Chaitanya Mangal, as mentioned here. Does that help? Okay, let's take a pop quiz.
Yes, Prabhuji.
You want to tell the 3 books and the 3 authors?
First one is Vrindavan Das. The second one is Chaitanya.
Which book he wrote? Vrindavan Das Thakur. Chaitanya Bhagavat.
Bhagavat. Then Chaitanya Mangal. No, that is the third one.
That is the second one. Okay. Yeah. Who is the author of Chaitanya Mangal? Lochan Das.
Lochan Das Thakur, yes.
Lochan Das Thakur. Nice.
Then the second one is Chaitanya Bhagavat. Is it Chaitanya Bhagavat? No.
Chaitanya Bhagavat is Vrindavan Das Thakur.
Das Thakur.
Chaitanya Mangal is Lochan Das Thakur. And which one we are reading right now?
Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Yes. And who is the author?
Kaviraj Goswami.
Krishnadas Kaviraj.
Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami.
Yes. So those are the 3 books.
Yeah.
I hope that helps.
Yes, Prabhuji. I really liked it. Yeah. So I wanted those 2 books. Yeah.
Chaitanya Bhagavat. So I just searched the St. Louis temple. It says that you can get it from here, the 7 volumes.
And even in Columbus, I might get, no, Prabhuji?
Yeah, I mean, these are not like all temples may not have it. So, but here you can get, you can try. You can try for sure. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Mangal. Chaitanya Mangal I haven't seen actually. Chaitanya Bhagavat we also have planned to get from India this time. So let's see. There's so many books to read, so many one by one. Yes.
Prabhuji, I got so many books, so many I have not read it.
It's good.
Yeah.
So in short, here we see such a nice mood. By reading this book, you can understand the glories of Chaitanya. He's not saying, hey, by reading my book, you'll understand glories. Read this book, Chaitanya Mangal, you'll get so nice nectar. And he accepting the disciplic succession, he has described whatever Vrindavan Das Thakur has not mentioned. That means that he has already mentioned so many things. I'll just share the pastime which he has not covered. That's the mood of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So Chaitanya Bhagavat has lot more pastimes, many more pastimes also, which are not in Chaitanya Charitamrita, or vice versa, because they are like complementing each other. You can consider, like Hari Anant, Hari Lila Anant. So unlimited pastime to the Lord. Books are, you know, books are how much one book or one volume or 10 volumes can capture. Like even for Prabhupada, there's Prabhupada Lila Amrit, 7, 8 volumes, but there are so many other devotees, they have written about his pastimes, which are not in the other books. So it's endless. Okay, next verse. Yes, Manjulali, Priya Devi, you want to read? 34. Manjulali, can you both? Can you hear me?
Hare Krishna, text 34. Krishna Lila Bhagavate Kahe Ved Vyas Chaitanya Lila Ravyas Vrindavan Das. As Vyasdev has compiled all the pastimes of Lord Krishna in Srimad Bhagavatam, Thakur Vrindavan Das has depicted the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Thank you.
Hari Bol. So he is the Vyasadeva of Chaitanya Lila. Who is the Vyasadeva of Chaitanya Lila? Vrindavan Das Thakur, because he wrote Chaitanya Bhagavat. So as Vyasadeva described Krishna Bhagavat, Krishna Lila Bhagavat Kahe Veda Vyas, Chaitanya Lila Vyasa Vrindavan Das. Nice verse. Did you try to memorize? Let's try to memorize. Let's see if you can do it. We'll recite it. We all will recite it one time. Krishna Lila Bhagavate Kahe Veda Vyas, Chaitanya Lila Ravyasa Vrindavan Das. Yes, Shamakarna Mataji, you want to try? Okay, Manjari, you want to try? Then without seeing
Did you say the name?
verse, we are memorizing the verse.
Krishna Lila Bhagavate Kahe Ved Vyas Chaitanya Lila Ravyas Vrindavan Das.
Okay, now without seeing. Krishna Lila Bhagavate Kahe Veda Vyas, Chaitanya Lila Vyasa Vrindavana Das.
Krishna Lila Vyasadeva, Krishna Lila Vyasadeva, Chaitanya. My memory is very bad, Prabhuji. Krishna Lila Vyasadeva, Chaitanya Dasa, Chaitanya.
Krishna Lila Bhagavat.
Krishna
Krishna Lila Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Kahe
Kahe
Veda Vyas,
Veda Vyas.
Chaitanya Lila Ravyasa Vrindavana Das.
Ramadas.
Yes, Manjari, you want to try?
Krishna Lila Bhagavate Kahe Ved Vyas Chaitanya Lila Ravyas Vrindavan Das.
Mataji, your turn again. Shamakarna Mataji, you want to try?
No, Prabhuji, Krishna. Prabhuji, once again, you just show me, I will just. Okay.
Sure.
He Vedavya Chaitanya Lila Rabhyasa Vrindavana.
You have to try.
Yes.
This is your exercise, Mata. You're like my mother, so you do this exercise for mental health also.
Yes. Krishna
Right?
Lila, Krishna Lila Prema, Krishna Lila Prema Dasa.
No, no. Bhagavat. You see, the Bhagavat is the critical word
Krishna
here.
Lila Bhagavata Kahe Veda Vyas
Mhm.
Chaitanya Krishna
Krishna हो गया. First
Krishna
line में Krishna हो
yeah
गया. Second line में Mhm.
Chaitanya Leela Leela
Vyasa.
Chaitanya Leela Vyase
Who's Vyasa? Who's Vyasa for Chaitanya?
Krishna Vyasa
Vrindavana Das.
Vrindavana Das
Hmm. Very nice. Krishna Lila
Bhagavate
Bhagavate Kahe Veda
Veda
Vyas
Vyas
Chaitanya
Krishna
Lila
Leela
Vyasa
Vyase
Vrindavana
Vrindavana Das
Das. It's same, you see, Krishna
Yes,
Lila, Chaitanya
yes,
Lila,
yeah.
Veda Vyasa, Vrindavan
Vrindavan
Dasa,
Dasa.
right?
Yes, yes.
So similar, like kind of parallel, the words are
Yes,
going.
yes. Leela Veda Vyasa Vrindavana Das Chaitanya Vrindavana Das. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very nice. Please memorize this beautiful verse. Krishna Lila
Yes, yes, yes.
Bhagavate Kahe
Kahe Veda Vyas
Vedavya
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Leela
Lila
Vyase
Vyasa.
Vrindavana Dasa.
What does the word Vyasa mean?
Veda
Anyone know?
Vyas.
What does the word Vyas mean?
Vyasa compiler, it is written here.
Compiler.
Yeah.
Vedas.
Veda Vyas, yeah.
In geometry, in a circle, there is a diameter which is called Vyas. So the diameter is called the Vyas. And the circle, the most important thing in a circle is the center, is it not? If the center is right, I'm sure we all recall making circles in our geometry class using the compass, right? So the most important is the center, and if the center is right, the circle will be right. And the diameter is the only line segment which passes through the circle. So what is, oops, sorry. So what is the meaning of Vyas? Vyas separates the two sides. So it's two semicircles basically. Veda Vyas. Vedas have a lot of knowledge, lot of material knowledge, material and spiritual, like a Rajahamsa separates milk and water. So material and spiritual, they separate. What is worth taking, what is not worth taking. That's Veda Vyasa. Therefore it's called Vyasa. Krishna Dva Payana Vyasa. Right? That was the name of Krishna Dvapayan Vyasa. Why is he called Krishna? Literal incarnation, that's one reason. And he was dark complexion also. So Krishna also means dark. So Krishna, Dvapayan. What is Dvap? Why is he called Dvapayan?
Was born on island. Dweep.
Yeah, Dvipa. Dvipa means Bhumir Apo Nalova. You Apa means water. Apa. Surrounded by water on the two sides. So he was surrounded, he was born on the island. Krishna Dvapayan Vyas. Vyas, we discussed the meaning of Vyas. So who is the Vyasdev for Chaitanya Lila? Vrindavan Das. Vrindavana Dasa Koila Chaitanya Mangal Yahara Shravane Nashe Sarva Amangal. Isn't that beautiful? Yahara Shravana Nashe Sarv Amangal. When we hear Chaitanya Mangal, sab Amangal khatam ho jayega. So beautiful. Thakur Vrindavan Das has composed Sri Chaitanya Mangal. Hearing this book annihilates all misfortune. Hari Hari Bol. Vrindavana Dasa Koila Chaitanya Mangal. Now someone will say, well, who wrote Chaitanya Mangal? How can we just read earlier. Did he write Chaitanya Mangal? Which book did Vrindavan Das Thakur write out of the three? Options I'll give. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Mangal, or Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Chaitanya Mangal, Prabhuji. Vrindavan Dasa has composed Chaitanya Mangal.
Chaitanya
Right?
Bhagavat.
Chaitanya Bhagavat?
It's a trick question. So let's go back to this we read here. Chaitanya Vrindavan Das Thakur, Chaitanya Bhagavat was originally called Chaitanya Mangal. But when Sri Lochan Das Thakur later wrote another book named Chaitanya Mangal, Vrindavan Das Thakur changed the name of his book, which is now referred to as Chaitanya Bhagavat.
Bhagavat.
It's a trick question there.
Yes, it's tricky.
So generally now Chaitanya if we say now who wrote Chaitanya Bhagavat? Vrindavan Das Thakur. And Chaitanya Mangal written by
Vrindavan.
Lochan Das Thakur. But here the author now probably I don't know when, maybe it was referred afterwards. What's the sequence of these books ordered? I'm not 100% sure who wrote first, who wrote later. Vindrali, do you know? So it seems that, yeah, Chaitanya Charitamrita was written afterwards, right? Because Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying here that he has not mentioned whatever has been described. Krishnadas Goswami has already informed us that in his Charitamrita, he has described whatever Vrindavan Das Thakur has not mentioned. So, which certainly makes it clear that Vrindavan Das Thakur wrote it before. So, in short, he says like the book was written before, and he's saying, if we read this book, all the amangal will go away. Chaitanya Mangal jo padega, uska sab amangal nasht ho jayega. Misfortune will go away. Yara Shravane Nashe Sarva Amangal. So beautiful. So we must all read Chaitanya Mangal also. And Chaitanya Bhagavat. And Chaitanya Charitamrita. And Srimad Bhagavatam. And Bhagavad Gita. And all the other scriptures.
Can I ask a question, Prabhuji?
Jai Mata.
What is Brihad Bhagavatam, Prabhuji?
Brihad Bhagavatamrita is another book which is when Bhagavatam was fully spoken to Parikshit Maharaj, and when Uttara Mata came and asked, hey, what did you hear? So that, in a summary, Parikshit Maharaj spoke to Mother Uttara, and that's basically the Brihad Bhagavatamrita.
Okay.
It has a story of Gop Kumar's journey all the way to
Oh, okay.
and then there's a main story of who is the best devotee. I think those two are the main stories. I have also not read, but I've heard some classes on those.
Mm-hmm. No, Adi Gadadhar Prabhuji is doing that Brihad Bhagavata. And that's what I heard, that one. And now I got confused. Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Mangal and Vrindavan Das Thakur wrote this. So I was just confused. Then that is why I asked you Bruhat Bhagavata.
Nice. Yes. Yes, Adhikar Prabhu does read many, many books. He's a great devotee. There's so many wonderful classes and readings. Okay, any closing thoughts, comments for today? So we'll continue on Monday then, or if Krishna willing, maybe tomorrow as well. We'll see. Thank you so much. Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samit Gaur Bhaktavinda ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha. Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.